Hey everyone, I'm Lunchbox. This is Big Bird. We're here at Rose City Vapesters in Portland, Oregon. We're here today just doing a little review on the Infected mod. This is by a company called USA Made Mods. It's a nice American-made authentic. I'm going to be taking a look at it today.
Stainless steel construction, black anodized tube, solid copper contacts, top and bottom. Inside the box we're gonna get a warranty card, serial number, batch number, color, and then all of our survival gear needed: glow stick, patch of gauze, fireball.
If you ever got attacked by a zombie, you could use these things to kill a zombie, I guess.
You could use the mod to kill a zombie.
You throw it hard enough.
And then you can have a nice little sweet at the end.
Yeah.
While you're relaxing, while you're refreshing yourself. But we have a normal mod like any other. It's got the same 2-pin adjustment that everybody hates. And here in 2015, we should have just some sort of spring-loaded 510. But that's what you're left with. It works well. Everything that we've put on so far sits flush and sits well. It hits hard. It's heavy construction. The tube itself is 24.5 millimeters round, but the top cap does have a chamfered edge to soften it to 22 millimeters. Then down, if we disassemble our switch, you can see magnets to hold it all together. What do you think of it, Lunchbox?
You know, there's a lot of things I like and a lot of things I don't like, and I feel like the negative list might be a little, actually, I'm going to say quite a lot longer than the positive list. There's just, it's a cheap, authentic, American-made mod, and you just can't beat that. But at the same time, I feel like the cheapness shows. I feel like there's corners cut, and it hits all right. For being straight stainless steel, it doesn't hit bad, but it hits like you'd expect a stainless steel mod to hit.
Yeah, but for $100, there's more than 10 different color options, and you have 3 different metal options.
Yeah, if I remember right, there's brass and
brass, copper,
stainless,
media blast. Was there an aluminum tube, or was that?
I don't think there was an aluminum tube. I think I initially thought this was aluminum because it is pretty light for a mod. Without a battery, it's pretty light.
For a 24 millimeter mod.
It doesn't look bad. The one thing I also not the one thing, but one of the things I dislike, this hole right here.
Just flip the tube. Just flip the tube around.
See,
and then the hole's on the bottom, and you won't ever see the vent hole.
You got to cover up the big ugly blemish on it. It's just.
Where else are they gonna put it?
In the button. In the button. You don't even see it.
You get the nice recessed button, and it's done with it. It's $89, $100 shipped somewhere.
It's a cheap mod.
18500 tube option for it as well. It's a great mod.
And just the other thing too is this rim right here, right next to the button, is really sharp. Like honestly, I could probably slice you up with it right now.
Well, yeah, it's protection.
And the other thing I don't like is I feel like it's gimmicky. They give you a lot of little extra bits, and if you like the dog collar thing, it's not that it's not cool. But it just feels gimmicky to me. And
it's handmade in the States, CNC'd.
Another thing to note too, and I shouldn't be talking so much smack because it is a nice, authentic, American-made mod. And they have their own CNC machines. They make these themselves in-house, and that's uncommon. Even for American-made mods, a lot of American mod makers they'll source out to China or even to other machine shops in America. These guys do it all themselves, so that's impressive all on its own as well.
I don't think you keep no.
And I like that they label this as the non-perishable food. It's interesting, and the packaging itself, it is clever. It is clever. Although this isn't where we want the innovation.
No, that's true.
We don't want packaging in for innovation. You throw that away. Another thing that I like and dislike is actually, if you'll pass me what you just screwed off here, is this top ring here. So I'm sure you can see right here. It's I think they call it the sniper scope design here. I don't know if you can pick it up on film, but you can actually see some of the machine marks on here, which I personally like.
It's unfinished. I like it that way too.
I like it too. I know a lot of machinists
will always say they hate it, but everybody in the mod community
there's a bit of a spiral to it, which is nice. But at the same time, if you can see on the side here, these are little air channels. Like you can probably see it on mine better. So the air channels cut into the bottom. Who uses an atomizer that has bottom airflow?
There's a lot of hemo addies. There's a lot of really nice bottom-fed addies, or even just ones that get their air through the 510 still. I mean, not
Name
a lot that somebody.
Name a tank that gets its air through the 510s.
Well, the narwhal does.
The narwhal?
Only
when did the narwhal come out?
A couple years ago.
I'm just saying.
Not
it's not that it's a bad thing, and it does kind of add a nice little bit of
It looks
decoration
cool,
to
especially
it.
with the Cloud Champ on there.
So, I don't know. I think overall, this is definitely worth the money. If you want an American-made authentic, this is a good one to look at.
I would give it an 8 out of a 10.
There are better American-made authentic mods.
But not for the price.
Not for the price, really.
Especially not in 18650.
And overall, it is clean.
It's heavy.
And
it's gonna work.
It's a nice mod. Could you kill a zombie with it?
Probably.
I mean, all right, you get the skull. I mean, and they even give you the little finger trap. So if the zombie comes at you,
him.
you just put his fingers in here, and he's like, I can't get you, and I don't know. And then they get
You
confused.
could stab the glow stick in his eye.
You can, and
distract
then
him.
and other people, it makes him more visible to other survivors.
Yeah.
It's nice. I think it's worth the purchase, honestly. It's not bad.
Pros and cons being subjective.
It's all subjective, and
I think it's a good mod. I would use it. And I think it looks really nice.
I personally, I like buying American-made products, but I would go another way. Well, I think that kind of sums up everything that we were talking about. But thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Lunchbox.
Stefan?
Big Bird. His name's Big Bird.
No.
Don't. It's Big Bird.
Whatever.
He is a giant bird. Look at him. But thanks for tuning in.
Until next time.